Continuing on with responding to your comments, tapes. This one was a very good video that I did. I really enjoyed doing this video. Um, Getting into this topic is my favorite, especially because this year commemorates the 50th and what we say, the 50th year, the 50th anniversary of hip hop supposedly being started in the Bronx, Sedgwick Avenue, September 11th, 1973. Um, my whole entire thing about hip hop definitely is something for the so-called black man to use as his, soapbox, a place of solace and being able to get his thoughts out about what he thinks about society and the things that he's going through. And even to this day, whether we agree with how hip hop is or not, hip hop being a necessary music tool has been able to create all these great acts and be able to create a culture around it, which I hold in high regards. So I decided to do this video. This video is going to be awesome to do and talk about. So talking about Bumpy Knuckles declares hip hop pimped by culture vultures. So to start off, Owen Smith 2137 says, from 2 minutes 30 seconds to 20:59 facts. I think that was the segment when I was talking about people being programmed. People are programmed, and we have to, and I'm talking about generations. Each generation is programmed in their own essential way. Absolutely. Culture Invasion says, if hip hop should die before I wake, I'll put an extended clip inside my AK. That being said, culture vultures can't invade if the gatekeepers hold strong. Money talks, and the community, they'll hold on to anything sacred. Gestures widely at the community. Rick Rubin, a master of his craft, but a vulture extraordinaire. Then again, is he really? He dominated the industry as a producer. Corporate men behind the madness. But then again, it's all art. So-called black woman, vulture weave, and the looks of white woman. But I digress. Waffle, waffle. Shout outs to Culture Invasion. Wes Hauser 821 responds by saying, just because someone is white doesn't mean they are a fucking vulture. You think it might be because they just like that shit? What the fuck do you want? Imitation is flattery. Not everyone is out to get you. The problem with hip hop today is for real murderers, drug dealers, and pimps using it as a front for their organized crime, and no one wants to admit it. All that music these fucking murderers make fucking sucks. No one is forcing anyone to make it, but everyone buys into it and it sells. If positive energy sold, then positive energy is all you would hear. And to Wes Hauser's point, that was a lot to take in, I would say this: controversy sells. Okay, it is ultimately up to the consumer what they decide to consume. I don't know if the brother was making this a whole entire white thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Culture Invasion was necessarily trying to make it a white thing. But my thing about it is that, this is the thing about you saying the problem with hip hop today is real murderers and drug dealers and pimps. That's not the problem today. The problem today is that talent is not respected. Popularity is respected. Okay? How popular you are is the reason why people want to pay attention to you in rapping. And this is something I had talked about probably on a Brownstone powwow or probably in my personal life in a conversation. No one cares about you being able to rap 16 bars. And, if you can sing or if you can do this as a talent. They still allow certain people in from time to time, but a majority of it is if you can actually hold an audience based off of what you bring to the table, primarily as a socialite, really. Because a lot of the times I'm starting to see IG formerly IG comedians, because everything has moved on to TikTok, even though that's getting banned in certain places, where it's all about if you are a comedian or you're a socialite and all these different things, and you are able to, bring an audience, then the media will come over to you and say, hey, we would like to sign you for a music deal. We want you to do music. Randomly say you rap, and then just start rapping, and then you'll be known as a rap artist and a IG comedian or a virtual comedian, and that's what we'll do there. You understand? So the thing about it is that, yeah, murder and drug deals and all these different things is not a problem. It is still a problem today, but it's something that's always been in hip hop. So, to say that that's going on is just, it's already been a problem. It's always been a problem. There's always been debates and arguments about it on syndicated talk shows and just in real life. It's nothing new. And, this whole entire thing about positivity, what the music industry does is that they give you choice. So if you don't want to listen to the negative stuff, quote unquote, then they go ahead and they phrase it and say, oh, listen to this conscious rap. And they know to handpick certain artists in order to do conscious rap. Okay. Shannon B 6957 says, dang, I wish you do a panel on this subject. Oh my God. Shannon B, remind me. I have no problem doing a panel on this. I would love to do a panel on this. This one, I recognize the avatar, so I know this brother. His brother says, Bumpy Knuckles FKA. Freddie Fox is that dude. I got to listen to his music then. I got to check it out. Real Fresh. I didn't know they were the same person. Just know him from C Daddy's album, and him being featured on different tracks accredited to both his personas. Absalom Pianki TV says hip hop was pimped out before Nas said hip hop is dead. Rap and hip hop is two different things, in my humble opinion. And I agree with you there. I definitely do think that rap and hip hop is different. I would like to have a conversation on what do we view as rap and what do we view as hip hop. Because that conversation can be long-winded as hell. Culture Invasion responds by saying, bro, yes, 100. Owen Smith 2137 says, rap is the industry version of MCing, which is an element of hip hop. Okay. Red Pill Hood says, anybody with a brain knows hip hop is fashion, rap, graffiti, clothes, and dancing. Owen Smith responds by saying it's DJing, MCing, graffiti, break dancing, and beatboxing. Well, the problem with that is that's concepts that's outdated. That's 1980s. Once things fell into the craft in the 1990s, breakdancing wasn't even a thing anymore like that. Now, today, you'll still see people breakdancing and stuff like that, but it's seen as like more of like a novelty. It's like, oh, well, they're really doing this and stuff like that. It's one of those sort of things they just decide to do. But, certain things we still hold in high regards are back then. It's not today. Graffiti, they still graffiti on New York City subway trains, but, it's one of those sort of things that even MTA ain't having it. They're like, look, we're taking this out of service. We ain't doing this. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to have these trains rolling out on the tracks and, people getting their names up and doing tags and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And beatboxing is a very great thing. Definitely say it's a great element that was brought into the hip hop genre, especially with someone like Timbaland. Timbaland being able to use his very great producing skills to incorporate beatboxing into it, as well as someone like Doug E. Fresh back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? It's always great. Absalom Pianki TV says, shout outs to Bronzebird. Shout outs to you too, Absalom Pianki TV. Let's make hip hop great again. Well, we'll see about that if people really are willing to listen and if you are able to, be one of those artists to inspire change, then why not? Absalom Pianki also says playback and salute. Salute to you too, brother. All right, peace.